I don't know why you don't.
Welcome. Do let me know if I can be of any assistance at all.
Hello, Mr. Pippin. You need help with a delivery?
Yes, I do. A capable student such as yourself should have no trouble making the trip to Cambridge. It's just south of Hogwarts.
What do you need delivered?
Fatima Lawang ordered a few invisibility potions. I used to go myself, but lately Fatima has taken to turning every visit into an argument. Constantly complaining about the quality of my stock. But how can I maintain excellence when she orders so often, giving me no time to brew? If you take this rather irritating task off my hands, I'd happily allow you to claim the delivery fee from Fatima.
I'd be happy to help with the delivery.
You've no idea how grateful I am, truly. Here are the invisibility potions she requested. Hopefully she won't give you too much trouble. She's a talented potioneer in her own right. I dare say I wouldn't mind having a look at her potion recipes one day. What can I do for you today? A wise decision. Thank you. I hope to see you again. Farewell for now. What can I do for you today? Very good. Never hurts to keep my stocks replenished. I hope to see you again. Farewell for now. What can I do for you today? I hope to see you again. Farewell for now.
Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
Раз, два. О, ну ладно, пускай так. Все работает. Дерьмовая, блядь, программа ёбнутая. Подвисла. Спасибо, Слава. Настоящий друг. Программа, которая управляет микрофоном, чуть перестала работать. Интересно, можно нырять? Не, нельзя. Вот лечу я над водой, а где эти самые, как их там? Вода расходится. Слава, лайк поставь, не забудь.
Wonder who lives here.
Always late, that Pippin. That Pippin should have been here by now.
Я всех девочек с 8 марта ты
Handy
поздравляешь.
resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be
У нас только одна девочка. Птичка. На этом заканчивается. Так. Что за игра? Так, Hogwarts Legacy. Гарри
That
Поттер
Pippin should have been
новый.
here by now.
Madam Luang, I have a delivery from J. Pippin.
Sent a child to do his work for him, did he? Always cutting corners and taking the easy way out. Did he have you brew them for him as well? Doesn't matter. You could probably do it better than he can anyway.
Here are the potions you requested.
You think it's so simple? I know Pippin is always trying to cheat his customers. Cutting corners to save some galleons for himself at the expense of quality. You'll not be getting a knut out of me until you prove the potion works. Drink it.
Seems simple enough. I'll do it.
I should think so.
It seems to have worked.
Well, I suppose that will do.
If the demand for potions is as high as you say, have you considered being easier to work with? Perhaps combining your recipes and skills?
Not a chance. That ne'er-do-well had his shop handed to him. The rest of us had to make our own way. I'll not give him the benefit of my hard work and gumption. If he fails on his own, so be it.
Very well. I shall let Mr. Pippin know I delivered the potions as requested.
You do that.
What do you have for sale?
What are we looking for today? A fine choice. Exactly what I would have chosen. Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate it.
Lumos.
У кого дела? У меня все хорошо, или ты у птички? Горло только что-то.
Aloha Mora.
Горло все не пройдет. Болит. Ну как болит? Глотаешь. Хотя сегодня что-то и просто болит. И что дальше? Почему замок не вскрывается? А, я понял. Во. Всё. Птичка зайбомба.
Lumos.
О, котейки. Раз, два. Не могли красивых котов нарисовать. Но он же некрасивый. Птичка, ты специалист по котам, скажи. Красивый кот или не очень? Чё все коты одинаковые так? Ау. Ау. У меня супер стильные, волшебные, я не знаю, что это, плащ, шапка магическая, шарф магический, волшебный. Я супер волшебник. И волшебная палка.
Revelio.
Ой, будешь играть в Гарри Поттера, я посмотрю, какой себе ты прикид сделаешь. Будешь в таком же ходить, тут шмотки все одинаковые. Но если ты миллионером не станешь и не будешь какие-то элитные, то шмотки
Seems
в
pleasant enough as
магазинах
always.
по миллиону покупать. Это чучело, жившее, а не кот. А. Ну, я тоже так считаю.
Aloha Mora.
Аллах Амора. Слава, хочешь взламывать замки? Говори Аллах Амора, тукай палкой по ним и все. Заклинания учи вместе с Гарри Поттером. Аллах Амора. И можешь любой замок вскрыть. Аллах Амора. Слушай, что он говорит. Или Аллах Амора.
What do we have here? Revelio.
Почему я эту обезьяну украсть не могу? Он и не берет. Надо ночью прийти. Да. Открыть замок, прийти в столовую, наесться каши с котлетами и танцевать. Напиться компота и чая и танцевать. На столе. Алоха Мора.
Roads lead to Hogsmeade.
А потом пойду взять бутылку кока-колы и попить. Попить кайф. У кока-коле теперь кайф продается. Я думал, там только сахар, да. Кофеин, блин. Поймать кайф. А.
We have everything a young student might need when it comes to potions. Have a good look around.
I delivered the potions to Fatima Lawang.
Very good. And did she cause you any trouble?
Nothing to worry about. I handled it.
Glad to hear it. And thank you again for your help.
It was a pleasure doing business with you, Mr. Pippin.
Likewise. Worth every bit of that delivery fee to have someone capable deal with that witch.
Best of luck with your potions, Mr. Pippin.
Do take care.
О, мне дали чуть опыта. О, у меня 15 уровень. Я теперь могу делать новые квесты.
creature-induced injury, but I don't think so. They're still trying.
Revelio.
Новинка, да. Ставь себе, Слав. Будешь на метле летать. Заклинания колдовать. Странно, мне казалось, я прям рядом с заданием.
There's something in there. I just know.
Бля, да куда он меня ведет? Ёбаный насос, пизда. Показывал сначала, что вроде в замке надо встретить человека.
It's like a place right out of a storybook.
Потом фига уже не в замке, а непонятно где. Да лети ты. Навигатор тут, конечно, через жопу работает вообще. Показываю, сначала в одно место иди, потом в другое место иди. Пойду шарики луп. Пиу. 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 Всё. Мне дали опыт. Я супер. Короче, освободить место ноте много... Ничего не понял. А как теперь туда попасть, облететь гору? Эти навигатор обосратый меня ведет. Не в ту. Блять, как туда залететь? Так, это деревня. И как в нее попасть? Вдоль горы получается? Или я туда на метле вообще не могу? Да я облетаю. Тоже, блин, метла не может на гору залететь. Ну какая чушь. А зачем она мне нужна тогда? Вокруг гор летать. Вот на Скарим я на лошади мог на гору забраться. На лошади. И через гору на лошади скакать.
This looks intriguing.
Ух ты ж, блин, бешеная собака. кот, блин, тут двери выносит. Бешеный. Пугал.
Lumos. Revelio.
Блин, он по-прежнему меня не пускает. И как туда попасть? Я уже облетаю ее. Ну ладно, вдоль горы пойдем. Допустим, пойдем по тропинке.
Are you sure you're not that luck?
Wonder who lives here.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Up for a bit of dying, are we?
Она волшебная, он её в карман волшебно спрятал.
Revelio.
Черную дыру. Безразмерный волшебный карман.
What do we have here? A demiguise. Hello, nice to meet you.
Welcome. I'm Bernard Indiai, and this is my shop. Is there anything I can help you with?
Спокойной ночи, банька.
What do you have for sale?
What are we in the
Опять
market for
глючит,
today?
блин. То ли роутер это, то ли... Я не понимаю, то ли винда.
Have I mentioned you're welcome any time?
У меня нету притормаживания.
Off on another adventure, are we?
You made it.
Enjoying the view?
Keeping an eye on things. Feldcroft isn't what it used to be. No one has felt safe here since Ranrock's loyalists took a peculiar interest in that castle over there. Rookwood Castle. My uncle Solomon is a former Auror and refuses to look into it, even after Anne was cursed by one of them. Possibly with a wand, no less.
I heard a goblin refer to wizard kind as
Это
wand
пиратка
carriers.
есть, да.
Are goblins forbidden from carrying wands?
Precisely. That's why I'm on the hunt for answers. If I'm to cure her, I need to understand what happened to her. Anne was always the most mischievous of the three of us. Which is saying something, knowing me and ominous. I'm hoping a surprise visit from me and a new friend from Hogwarts will help lift her spirits. Bring back the Anne I used to know. Come on, I'll take you to my uncle's. This way. Feldcroft used to be a lot livelier. With Ranrock's lot wandering about all the time, everyone stays out of sight. Here we are. My sister should be just inside.
Aha! Sebastian, where did you... Is that what I think it is?
We've been over this, boy.
Hey.
Shrivelfigs cannot reverse a curse. Nothing can. The sooner you accept that reality, the better.
But we haven't tried everything.
There is no cure! When will you accept that?
Never. I can never accept it.
Now look what you've done.
I'm sorry.
Leave.
I'm sorry you had to see that. If you don't mind, I just need a moment alone.
Poor Sebastian. Not the visit he'd hoped for.
That boy will fray my last nerve.
Excuse me, Mr. Sallow.
Oh, yes, Sebastian's friend. I apologize on behalf of my nephew. He doesn't know when to stop. He thinks he can help Anne, but nothing can be done for her.
It could be that you've not yet discovered the cure.
Ah, you sound like Sebastian, thinking you know better than the healers at St. Mungo's.
Perhaps the healers don't know everything, sir. Sebastian is single-mindedly focused on finding a way to help his sister. If there is a cure, he will find it.
Your faith in Sebastian is misplaced. Some sort of dark magic cursed Anne, and the goblins aren't likely to explain themselves anytime soon. Giving her hope is cruel. The only thing to do now is keep Anne comfortable and stay out of the Loyalists' way.
I understand what you're saying, sir.
Good. I know what's best for Anne and Sebastian. They are my stubborn brother's children. Especially Sebastian. If you really want to be of help, you'll make sure Sebastian does what he should do,
Да,
not what he
интересно.
wants to do.
Только
He's
трудно.
no idea the harm he could do if he doesn't stop. I hope you remember what I've said. Good day.
Тут часто убивают.
I'm sorry about earlier. Those bouts of pain are difficult to bear.
Are you all right, Anne? I didn't mean to intrude.
You didn't, truly. And I'm all right. The pain from this curse comes in bouts, and often suddenly. It's not anyone's fault. It's nice to meet you, by the way. You must be the new 5th year Sebastian told me about.
I am. Sebastian and I met during a rather lively duel in defense against the dark arts.
Oh, dear Professor Hecat. She's a powerful witch. And she knows how to keep students like my brother, and me, in line. I do miss Hogwarts, but I wouldn't mind being in Feldcroft, really, if it wasn't so dreary now. Between the goblins at the castle and my uncle fighting with Sebastian whenever he's home, it's not the cozy retreat it once was.
Sebastian mentioned something about your uncle being an ex-Auror, but refusing to go after Ranrock's loyalists. I must say, I wasn't prepared for him to be as angry as he was.
Uncle Solomon is frustrated by what happened to me, and by Sebastian for thinking he can fix it. They both mean well, I know they do, but my uncle is right. This curse cannot be undone. I can feel it. Sebastian cannot take away my pain. Perhaps you can help him to understand that.
I'm afraid it's really up to Sebastian, and his mind seems to be made up.
I can only hope he realizes the futility of his search for a cure soon. I'm getting tired. I should probably rest. Thank you for stopping by. I wish you well.
I ought to see how Sebastian's faring.
Слава лайк поставил, Слав.
Why will he not listen to me? She's my sister.
How are you doing, Sebastian?
You got a first-hand glance at what I'm dealing with. I apologize for my uncle.
I know he's angry, but he's only trying to do what he thinks is best for Anne.
He's always angry. He's been angry since my parents died. After Anne was hurt, he only grew worse. It's as though he blames me somehow, always calling me my father's son, as if that's an insult. I'm the one trying to help her. He's simply given up.
Both Anne and your uncle seem genuinely convinced that nothing more can be done for her.
I refuse to believe that. Anne's pain is more than physical. It has changed her entirely. I miss my sister. And I'm going to get her back. Come with me. I need to show you where it happened. Ranrock's loyalists are capable of so much more than people realize. They should not be underestimated. All the debris you'll see is from whatever's going on at that abandoned estate. They've been digging for something. Up there, on that plateau, is where they cursed Anne. This way.
How much longer are we expected to dig through this rubble? Ranrock knows what he's doing. It's an honor to be a part of it. Only good wizard is a dead wizard in my book.
Goblins will finally rule over wizards.
Who said over... No! I won't rest. Dead.
Confringo!
Unfortunate disappointment! That was unimpressive. That was pitiful.
Levioso!
No, that's better.
You've made your last mistake. You fight about as well as a pumpkin.
Levioso!
How nice of you to say. Who do you think you are? Childish. Such arrogance. I won't rest. Dead. No!
Glacius!
One less human. I'm afraid of heights.
Incendio!
You are postponing the inevitable. I won't rest until you're dead. No! Keep you up.
Incendio.
I confess, that was a bit more than I bargained for. I tried to warn you.
Revelio. Those loyalists deserved what they got.
Couldn't agree more. This is where it happened. We smelled smoke in the middle of the night. When we looked outside, flames were shooting from the estate. Before my uncle and I could stop her, Anne rushed out, racing towards the fire, worried someone had been hurt. She came face to face with a horde of goblins, frantically trying to stamp out the flames. Suddenly, an icy voice drifted out from somewhere in the smoke. Children should be seen and not heard. A blinding blast followed. They didn't even give her a chance to run.
It seems an awfully violent response to a child wandering by. What were they trying to hide?
My thoughts exactly. It may be grasping at Billywigs, but I keep thinking that there might be something here that could lead me to whoever cursed Anne. Might be the only way to learn what type of magic harmed her, which could help me find a cure.
Perhaps you're right. The Loyalists are everywhere, but they do seem to be spending a lot of time here, and it's likely they're hiding something.
And at Rookwood Castle. Shall we have a look around? They seem to have set up camp here for a specific reason. They have stations for everything.
Whose home was this?
Been abandoned long since I've lived here. Rumor was a Hogwarts professor lived here once, centuries ago. But that's all I ever heard.
Confringo! Incendio! Revelio! Always armed and ready for a fight, Ranrock's Loyalists.
I've heard that goblin dig sites like these are popping up everywhere.
It's a wonder the Ministry isn't doing more.
It might be worth taking a closer look at the house itself.
Revelio! Accio! Confringo! Revelio! Sebastian, over here. Do you think that this was damaged by the fire the night that Anne was cursed?
Could be. But it looks to me as though this was intentional.
This well looks familiar.
Какой ночь снов?
Sebastian, I've seen this before. This house, the well, the view.
What do you mean? When?
Give me a moment. I'll explain in a second. Sebastian, this house did belong to a Hogwarts professor, hundreds of years ago.
Who? What do you...
I found a pensive that day in the restricted section with a memory that showed this house. There was a little girl and a drought. The keepers have shown me other memories as well. The girl became a Hogwarts professor. Her name was Isadora Morganach. She was one of the keepers.
The keepers? Like in Quidditch? And you found a pensive in the library? I'm not following you.
I realize it's a lot to take in. I'm not even sure I understand it all yet. And no, not like Quidditch. They call themselves keepers because they're protecting some type of knowledge. It has to do with the vault at Gringotts.
Let me see if I've got this straight. You have Ranrock and Rookwood after you because of something you found at Gringotts where you ended up via a portkey. You can see traces of an ancient magic that you think Ranrock is trying to harness. And now you've been witnessing memories left by keepers. Oh, and this house belonged to a Hogwarts professor who was one of these non-Quidditch keepers hundreds of years ago. If I didn't know you, I think you were pulling my leg.
It is all a bit much, isn't it, when you put it like that? The point is, we both have good reason to search this house. You for answers about what happened to Anne, and me for answers about the keepers.
Look at this.
Someone piled this here for a reason. Is it blocking something?
Only one way to find out.
Revelio. Arresto momentum. Revelio. Accio. Depulso.
Huh. A stairwell. Why bother blocking a stairwell?
There might be something here worth a closer look.
They've left all of this simply
Protego.
about.
Depulso.
Tells me they're after something bigger.
A journal entry of Isadora's. I should hold on to this. Seems these journal entries are from Isadora's travels. Revelio. Depulso. Protego. Depulso. You're not going to believe this. I can see the Undercroft.
What? A daydream? Because that happens to me too.
Revelio. Incendio. Confringo. Incendio. Revelio. Incendio. Confringo. Incendio. Confringo. I know it sounds strange, but
Honestly, nothing you say sounds strange to me anymore.
fair enough. I can see the Undercroft through this stone wall, as though it's a window. This has happened before.
I'm listening.
I think it's to do with my ability to see traces of ancient magic.
But you said you didn't really understand it, and that you couldn't wield it.
That's true, and I'm still not sure what it all means. What I do know is that my ability allows me to travel through these windows I see.
Wait. We can get straight to the Undercroft from here. Ominous will be flawed.
We can. But perhaps best not to tell anyone else about this for now. Even Ominous.
Understood. Well then, invisible, secret, ancient magic passageway? Here we come. I'm tempted to hold my breath. Why would the door lead us here?
Sebastian, look. Why hide a triptych here?
Seems as if something's missing.
A note. Let's have a look.
Anything helpful in the note?
A rune symbol. I've seen similar symbols used by the keepers.
I've been thinking. A keeper lived in that house centuries ago, and Ranrock and his lot have been searching there. You said that goblins may be wielding some form of this ancient magic. Do you think Anne was cursed by ancient magic?
I can't be sure, of course, but I don't think so. I didn't see any traces of it around your sister.
Very well. But that doesn't mean it's not ancient magic. There's still so much we don't know about it.
True. Perhaps this triptych will lead us to answers.
Then we'll have to unravel what this all means. But now I need to see Ominous. Don't worry, I won't tell him anything. Did I mention that, apparently, Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium here, in Hogwarts?
You did not? Sounds worth looking into. Any idea where in the castle?
No idea. Ominous just learned of it. I'll let you know what I find out. I had no idea our visit to Cian would unfold into all of this. My head's an utter mess. But I'm glad you told me everything you did. I'll be in touch. Till then.
Revelio!
She did say that.
I thought she did. I hope you know that it isn't true.
Revelio!
Not a bite from a flea.
She did say it was quite big.
Deke. Ah, Deke is so happy to see you. Deke noticed this bag in the room the other day. You must need it to help with your schoolwork. Deke has seen one of these before. Deke calls it a knapsack. Perfect for gathering and transporting beasts. Pleasant little breeze.
I have been thinking about something Professor Howen said in Beasts class, that I should study as many beasts as I can on my own time. She also mentioned that poachers have been active in the area. So, perhaps the beasts will be safer with us than out on their own.
Precisely what Deke was thinking. You see, the room knew exactly what you needed, and luckily, Deke can show you how to best use the knapsack and where. Come along, then. Our first stop will be beyond the castle grounds. We can leave now, or you can come and find Deke when you're ready to go.
I'm ready to learn how to use the knapsack.
Perfect! Deke loves an outing. nasty poacher. Deke hated working for him. He did horrible things to beautiful beasts. Oh. It was during those days that Deke first saw a knapsack. It'll be nice to see one used for good. We have arrived. Deke enjoys coming here to watch the beasts, especially the potful of puffskeins nearby. It will be nice to keep them safe. All you will need to do is get close, direct the open knapsack toward the puffskein, and in it'll go.
All right. No need to be difficult. I mean you no harm. Hello, Deke. Can you remind me how to use the knapsack?
First, get close to the beast you wish to rescue. Then, point the mouth of the bag directly at the beast and open it. The beast should go right in.
Now, I'm only trying to help. I managed to rescue a puffskein.
You can rescue as many as the knapsack will hold. Poachers capture puffskeins and, well, Deke isn't sure what they do with them. Deke is certain they will be safer with you. Now, not all beasts will be as simple to rescue as a puffskein. Deke suggests you next find a beast that can fly. A jobberknoll, perhaps.
All right. Where would I find one?
Deke knows of some to the west, nesting in a large tree overlooking Hogwarts. But we must be careful. Deke has seen poachers in the area recently. Deke will meet you there whenever you're ready.
Hello, Deke. Shall we continue?
Oh, good. Deke was worried about you, what with all the poachers in the area. Perhaps we should work quickly. The jobberknolls are just here, in this large tree. If it's helpful, Deke has seen Levioso used to slow flying beasts. Easier to get in close and use the knapsack.
I shall go and rescue a Jobberknoll.
Good luck. Deke will be waiting.
What am I meant to be doing now, Deke?
Deke suggests you rescue a Jobberknoll and then come and find Deke.
Levioso! Defendo! Lumos! Levioso! There. Not going to hurt you. Revelio! I rescued a Jobberknoll.
Deke hopes your Jobberknoll finds the knapsack nice and cozy. Poachers want them for their feathers and are not kind when they gather them.
Are there any other beasts nearby?
Just one that Deke knows of, a herd of moon calves. They live in a clearing of trees up this footpath. Deke will see you there.
Hello, Deke. Is this the clearing you mentioned?
It is. Moon calves gather near the large tree with the spiral pattern in front, but only under the light of the moon. So, unfortunately, unless you have a way to hasten time, you might sometimes have to wait until nightfall to see them.
I shall go and find a moon calf then.
Deke will be waiting for your return.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented blue.
Do cooperate, won't you? Levioso! Settle yourself. I mean you no harm. No, you don't. I'll look after you. It was a bit trickier than the others, but I have a moon calf now.
Another beast, safe and sound. Shame we didn't see the moon calves dancing. It's a marvelous sight. Deke supposes you're finished here. He'll be able to rescue many more beasts, but for now, let's bring the ones you've gathered back to the room.
All right.
Deke will meet you back in the room whenever you're ready. There you are. Now, we need to show the beast you rescued their new home. But, not enough room to let them out here. Imagine all those beasts running amok. That wouldn't do at all. Perhaps if you focus on what your beasts need, the room will provide. What exactly did you think of? Heavens! You've done it!
But what is it?
Deke isn't sure. Only one way to find out. Meet you inside when you're ready. Look at this. It's amazing.
Where are we, Deke?
It seems to be a place for your beasts to live, a vivarium of some sort. Oh, your beasts will be quite comfortable here. They'll live healthy, safe lives. Perhaps you want to release them, let them see their new home. Deke thinks the vivarium will be a fitting new home for your beasts.
Indeed. I only hope we'll have enough space for all of them.
Deke hopes so too. But if you do run out of room, Madam Peck at Brood and Peck in Hogsmeade will help to find safe homes for them.
Any beasts that the room can't hold?
Yes, she's well known for helping to care for beasts in need, and she'll give you a fair price for them. Speaking of care, beasts that are well fed and groomed will provide you with valuable magical materials, such as puffskein hair, for example. If you gather some magical materials from your beasts, Deke can show you how to use them.
Very well. I shall let you know when I have some. Revelio. I've collected some magical materials, Deke.
Now, Deke can show you how to use them. First, you'll need to use this spellcraft to conjure an enchanted loom.
An enchanted loom?
Exactly. It will allow you to use your magical materials to weave magic into the very threads of your clothing, making your clothing more useful in a variety of ways. Why don't you try it? Deke thinks you'll be impressed with what the loom can do.
I'll go and experiment with the loom now. I have the moonstone you requested, Professor.
Good. Then we may begin your lesson. You can conjure more than potions and herbology tables. Conjuration can be used to decorate this space to your liking. Why don't you try it on the walls and floor?
What did you ask me to do with my magical materials?
Use the spellcraft to conjure an enchanted loom. Then you'll be able to weave your magical materials into your clothing. Come back to Deke once you've enhanced a piece of clothing.
What did you ask me to do with my magical...
Use the spellcraft. Come back to Deke once you've enhanced a piece of clothing.
What did you ask me to do with my...
You come...
That came out nicely. I should show Deke. I used the enchanted loom, Deke.
Wonderful.
Will I be able to weave even more powerful magic into my clothing with the loom?
You will, by rescuing even more powerful beasts. For now, however, Deke suggests you explore the vivarium and get to know the beasts you've already rescued.
Thank you for your help, Deke.
Meet me near the ruins of Falbottom Castle. After dark. Do not tell anyone.
Lumos. Revelio.
I think I'll miss you.
Really?
Oi, can you help me?
Hello? Were you calling me?
I was, yes. Thought you might be interested in joining me for a bit of an adventure. Following a treasure map, to be precise. Slight respite from battling the odd troll, I should think. Asked Poppy if she'd be interested as well, but couldn't drag her away from her puff skein. I found 2 maps lying about, both leading to locations around Hogwarts. Care to have a look at one?
Following a Hogwarts treasure map. Count me in.
Wonderful. Hogwarts fascinates me. You can keep whatever treasure lies at the end of your map. I'll be satisfied just knowing where it leads.
Very well. I shall take a look if I can find the time.
Fair enough. Meet me back here if you find anything.
Amit Takar is already studying for owls. No wonder he doesn't have any friends.
Revelio.
Accio. What have you learned?
If I could have a moment of your time,
Can I help you?
I believe you can. I'm Sophronia, by the way, and I need help from someone who's at least a 5th year.
Are you familiar with Herodiana Byrne? Don't answer that. Of course you're not. No one seems to know of her but me. She's only the single greatest Depulso master of all time. Even taught at Hogwarts, briefly.
How interesting. I'm amazed I've never heard of her.
It's a travesty she's not more well known. I often read about great witches in my limited free time. There are many. Whilst reading about her, I learned that she built a secret Depulso training room here at Hogwarts. But in typical clever Herodiana fashion, one cannot access it unless one knows Depulso, which of course, third years aren't taught.
And you're a third year, so...
Quick one, aren't you? According to what I've read, her signature outfit may still be there. I would love to see it. Would you get Herodiana's signature outfit and show it to me?
If you tell me where to go, I'll see what I can do about it.
Simply go to the Hall of Herodiana. It's at the base of the Defense Against the Dark Arts Tower. There, you'll find a series of Depulso puzzles concealing pieces of Herodiana's ensemble.
Very well. I shall let you know if I find anything.
I can't wait to see Herodiana's famous ensemble. Perhaps I'll make myself a copy.
Suppose I should look for that secret hall Sophronia told me about. Ah, a rhinoceros skeleton. I'm on the right track. Revelio.
Might some kind soul help me?
I wonder if you might be able to help me with a small, project.
Depulso! This must be the entrance to the Hall of Herodiana. The Hall of Herodiana. Better go inside and find those puzzles. Now to see if Herodiana Byrne was as good as Sophronia said she was. Revelio! Depulso! Accio! Incendio! Defendo! Revelio! Accio! Depulso! That chest, that wasn't too hard. Wonder what's next. Accio!
Accio. Accio. Incendio. Confringo. Glacius. Accio. Accio. I think I'm getting the hang of this now. Just one left. Accio. Depulso. Accio. Accio. Revelio. Accio. 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 Repulsor. Incendio. Confringo. Defender. Accio. Defender. Accio. Places. Defender. Accio. Places. Defender. Accio. Places. Accio. Places. Accio. Places. Accio. Repulsor. Accio. Glacier. Depulsor. Protego. Accio. Depulsor. Accio. Accio. Accio.
Пять минут перерыв, 5-minute break.
I see. The switch reset everything. Good to know. That's the last of them. Seems I was a match for Herod. And this must be the last piece of Herodiana's ensemble. It is remarkable. No wonder Sophronia wants to see this.
Spare a moment? I could use your help.
In trouble, are we? Been up to no good?
If only a new student would help in that predicament.
Incendio! Confringo! Depulso!
Made any progress with your
Sophronia, I solved all the puzzles in the Hall of Herodiana.
Incredible! Then you found Herodiana's outfit. May I see it?
Of course. Behold.
Oh, how grand! You'll look as majestic as Herodiana herself, the greatest Depulso master of all time. You're my second favorite hero!
Glacius! Depulso! Incendio! Confringo! Defendo!
I wonder. It's brilliant.
always said that travel broadens the mind.
Revelio.
And your reading is the dragon. That's exciting, I suppose. Perhaps you're due for an adventure.
Ladies,
Professor Shah.
astronomy is not divination. You won't find the mysteries of the cosmos charted out on your palms or at the bottom of your teacups. Alas, the heavens remain hazy to the starry-eyed. Now, if you were to devote yourselves to persistent and painstaking observation, you just might catch a glimpse. With that in mind, please take your telescopes. Tonight we will be on the observation deck. Still don't have your own? You can't be the new student forever, you know. You can share with Mr. Takar.
Here, I can adjust that for you.
No, bring it into focus on your own. Now, I expect all of you to put in your stargazing hours outside of class. Is that clear?
But, Professor, it's freezing out.
Mere cold didn't stop the great stargazers of the past. Look only to the astronomy tables they erected throughout the highlands from which they gazed millennia ago on the very self-same stars above us. Is that clear? Dismissed.
Oh, hello. Good to see you again. We Ravenclaws must stick together.
Oh, hello, Amit. Nice to see you again.
Did I hear Professor Shaw say that you don't have your own telescope? I have a spare one you could borrow for the rest of term.
That's very kind of you, Amit. Are you sure you won't need it?
I'm certain. It's my old one. I finally got my hands on the new Celestia Contemplor. You've heard of it, I assume? I mean, of course you have. It's only the pinnacle of all personal stargazing implements. But my old model's not too shabby either. Goblin-cut glass, first-rate optical enchantments. Hate to think such a fine instrument is just collecting dust.
Well, thank you, Amit.
Think nothing of it. Anyway, the telescope's in the storage room right underneath us. You can't miss it. I have some, reading to finish on the lower deck. Come find me there afterwards, and bring the telescope. There's something I want to talk to you about.
Oh, good, that did. How am I supposed to find Siri? My hand called the telescope.
Incendio. Confringo. This was his old telescope. Looks practically brand new. Revelio.
A pristine night for stargazing. Do not let it be wasted.
The perfect night for...
I have the telescope. It's nicer than I'd expected.
I would not offer a prospective stargazer a third-rate lunoscope. But there is, something else.
Yes, what is it?
You remember those astronomy tables Shaw was going on about? It just so happens I've been reading up on them a little myself. And it seems there may be one right here at Hogwarts. I believe we could use it to find hidden constellations.
And you need someone to help find it.
I do. Are you in? No one from the Gobstones Club will go with me. Said they'd rather get spit at by a stone than... Well, they are cowards. Let us get moving while the stars are still out. I'll show you how to use that telescope once we get there. I promise.
No need to convince me. Let's get going.
Brilliant. You won't regret it. Shall we? The table is on a castle wall ahead. Look for a stone platform, something that doesn't quite belong. We'll know it when we see it. Onwards we go. Some say the locations of the tables were originally marked by centaurs for ritual stargazing. It is nice having a fellow stargazer to explore with.
Happy to be here. It is good to leave the classroom now and then.
It's not that creepy out here at night, is it? The Gobstones Club are cowards. Here I am, charging ahead. Why don't you lead the way?
If you're sure.
A little foreboding.
A few cobwebs and some dust. Nothing to be concerned about.
Oh, of course. It's just not as tidy as I expected.
Incendio! Lumos! Incendio! Lumos!
Lumos!
Amit, could I ask you something?
Oh, certainly.
Where precisely is the table we're looking for?
According to an old astronomer's chronicle I found in the library, it may be somewhere along the castle wall.
Actually, that's all I wanted to know.
Oh, very well then. Luma! More cobwebs. You don't think any spiders might be lurking about?
Oh
Look,
no,
there's a
not
table.
this close to school, Amit.
I think you should do the honor. Go on, try it out. The constellation should appear near the center of your view. As soon as you've lined up the telescope, we will be able to fill out our star chart. I was right about the tables. They really are gateways to the far stars, just as the book said. And your contribution was invaluable. Rest assured, you shall be credited in my memoirs one day.
Thank you, Amit. I look forward to reading them.
And I look forward to writing them. This is only the beginning. You will find more tables like this one throughout the grounds and forest, all beckoning to be discovered by a worthy astronomer. And if I have ever seen one, it's you. Oh, and about my old telescope, don't bother returning it. You should keep it.
That's quite generous. Thank you.
You are welcome. It has goblin-cut glass and a gobbledygook inscription. I'm practically fluent in gobbledygook, you know. It's all in the throat, really, gobbledygook, you know, and how you pronounce your R's. Anyway, glad our adventure was a success. I will see you soon.
Hogsmeade, here I come.
I wish I had the courage to go into the forest.
Hello, Serona. I received your owl. How are you?
Hello, my friend. Did you ever find Lodgok?
I did, thank you. We had a good conversation. He sends you his best.
Glad to hear it. I shan't ask for details of your little chat, and I'll refrain from telling you to be careful yet again. But I hope you will be, whatever your plans.
Of course. Your owl mentioned you're needing my help with something?
I do. I thought you might be just the person to do a favour for my friend Dorothy Sprottle in Upper Hogsfield.
I don't believe I've met Mrs. Sprottle.
She's lovely. Her late husband Aidan was a friend of my father's. In fact, I'd stay with Dot and Aidan the summers I waited tables here as a student. I've seen her a few times since Aidan passed, but the pub's been so busy lately, I've not been as attentive as I'd have liked. I wonder if you might pop in and see her. She may need some help collecting ingredients for her supply of Wiggenweld potion. And you could retrieve something of mine in the process. A box, full of old letters and such.
I'll try to go and see her when I can.
It would mean the world to me, and to Dorothy. Aidan was bringing the box of letters to me when he was taken ill. Dot can tell you where he might have dropped it. You'll find the hamlet just north of Hogsmeade. Please do give Dot my love.
Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
Oi! Pass that fire whiskey over here. You have to learn to share. Nothing over here.
Abandoned long ago, no doubt.
Do with a nice mushroom stew about now.
Revelio. Lumos. Upper Hogsfield. Now where to find Mrs. Sprottle?
on another adventure?
Seems a pleasant.
Shane Bardolph thought dark magic was the answer. I reckon Rookwood's played a hand in his disappearance.
Excuse me, did you say something about Bardolph Beaumont?
I did. I don't think we've met. I'm Dorothy Sprottle. I was just worrying about Claire Beaumont's brother Bardolph, only he's gone missing. Rumour is he was seen in the forest practicing dark magic. Saw him myself near some ruins with Rookwood's lot I did. I fear he got himself into trouble with the Ashwinders, especially if he made them a promise he couldn't keep. I'd help search for him myself, but no one will risk encountering Ranrock's loyalists. They seem to be everywhere.
I can certainly look out for him.
Any help would be appreciated. You might speak to Claire first. Perhaps she has some insights that I don't. I can tell you that Bardolph was last seen in the forest wearing a particular woolen jumper, one that Claire knitted herself. Claire will be at her shop if you'd like to speak with her.
Hello, Mrs. Sprottle. Actually, Sirona Ryan asked if I'd come and see you.
Oh, dear Sirona, a gem. Has been for as long as I've known her.
She thought you might need help collecting ingredients for your Wiggenweld potion.
And she's correct. My darling Aidan used to collect Hawklumps for me. Since he died, my supply has dwindled.
I'm sorry for your loss, Mrs. Sprottle.
Oh, thank you. Love of my life. A bit lost without him. If you wouldn't mind gathering some Hawklumps for me, I'd be happy to compensate you for your time.
I can certainly try and find some for you.
That would be wonderful. I'm worried about the travelling vendors and would love to get them more Wiggenweld potion.
Sirona also mentioned that Mr. Sprottle was bringing her a box of letters when he fell ill.
Indeed he was. I'd almost forgotten. I stumbled upon it just before Aidan died. He was hoping to go through it with Sirona over a butterbeer or two. Those two were always like two bowtruckles in a branch. Aidan took ill when he was collecting Hawklumps on his way to see her. He made it home, but I fear he dropped the box in the cavern. The cavern is in the hills just southwest of our hamlet. You can gather Hawklumps and collect the box of letters there.
Thank you, Mrs. Sprottle.
Thank you. I'll be here if you are able to collect those Hawklumps. I and the vendors I help would greatly appreciate it.
What are you up to now?
The castle must have been quite stately in its time.
Incendio! Confringo! Defendo!
Oh, well.
I'll watch the light go out of your eye.
This must be the cavern Mrs. Sprottle mentioned.
Joe.
Better have a look around. See about the hawk clumps and the box of letters. Getting there. Just a few more hawk clumps to harvest. Almost there. One. That's all the hawk clumps for now. Mrs. Sprottle should be pleased. Revelio. Either I'll have to fight that troll, or avoid it altogether. Incendio. Confringo. Confringo. Incendio. Confringo. Incendio. Confringo. Defendo. Incendio. Confringo. Defendo. Incendio. That's all the hawk clumps for now. Mrs. Sprottle should be pleased. Either I'll have to fight that troll, or avoid it altogether. Confringo. Incendio. Protego. Defendo. Incendio. Confringo. Defendo. Protego. Incendio. Confringo. Confringo. Defendo. Protego. Confringo. Defendo. Incendio. Confringo. Confringo. Defendo. Should think they felt that in London.
Хорошая. Только сложная. Местами. Сложная и непонятно иногда, куда идти. Точнее, понятно, но не очевидно. Додумывать надо. Это так нечестно. Ну так не меняй. Тебя тролль этот отлюбит, высушит. Будешь умирать. 100 раз. И когда тебе надоест умирать, да, может быть, ты победишь. А я по 100 раз умирать не хочу. У этого тролля уровень выше, чем у меня. И все. Я у него отнимаю чуть-чуть, он меня бьет. 3 ударов убивает. Так что мазохизмом заниматься, друг, можешь сам. Я этот мазохизм не люблю. Тем более, если б сложность разработчики игры делали, что можно менять, значит можно. Если бы они хотели, тогда бы ее нельзя было менять. Чтобы тролль высушил, нужно ее купить. Кого купить? Моя твоя не понимать. А, игру тебе. Так она пиратка есть, можешь не покупать. Если у тебя компьютер. Если у тебя PlayStation, то никак. Ну я понял. На PlayStation только покупать, а на компьютере есть пиратка. Как раз уж оставь сложность. Я так почему... А ты почему ее брал? Ничего не понял. А почем я ее брал? Пиратку я взял за бесплатно. Бесплатно. Если покупать, я бы, наверное, не покупал. Потому что тут сложность не сбалансирована. Как ты не качайся, тебя могут убить рядовые враги. А шмотки есть, но они не помогают. Не защищают тебя. Может быть, там, я не знаю, Dead Space ремейк почему? А, Dead Space. Блин, вспомнить бы. По-моему, 4000 стоит. Но из-за того, что посредник 4700, кажется. Из-за казахстанского перекупа. Dead Space я сложность не менял, потому что там баланс нормальный. Нормальный. Там тебя броня защищает. Враги, кроме боссов, меняемые. Здесь может убить просто не знаю, как назвать, обычный рядовой солдат. Независимо даже сет брони, и этот самый лучший, и все равно убьют. А самому сделать аккаунт казахский не пробовал. А нафига? Я купил игру у посредника, и он мне перевел русский аккаунт в казахский. Я как бы его не просил, просто так дешевле Dead Space купить. Резик будешь брать? Буду. Я на платиру ключ купил, и там автоматом просто перевели, и все. Как-то так. Ну, резик какой-то безумно дорогой, ну, куплю его, ну, он под 5000 плюс эти конвертации 10-15% сверху. Это резик до хрен, да, 5000. Самое простое издание. Говорят, что если за турецкие лиры брать, он стоит 3800, что ли. 900 лир, короче. 880, если точно быть. Но с этими переключениями аккаунтов, там вроде раз в 3 месяца, я уже месяц назад переключал регион ими. Не знаю, можно ли раньше, чем раз в 3 месяца менять. Но опять же выиграю сколько лир этих? 1200 рублей. Но все равно, опять же, платить придется за конвертацию из рублей в лиры. Не знаю, надо что-то. Конечно, 1000 круто было бы хотя бы на 1000 меньше заплатить. Капком там совсем с ума сошла. Игра на 15 часов, 5 штук. Блин, а тут целая книга. Типа она такая реиграбельная, что можно 100 раз проходить, поэтому они хотят за нее 5000 рублей. Какая-то неоригинальная цена, а практически обычная. Даже что-то больше. 7500 это 100 баксов. Баксов 70 они хотят, что ли, или 70 евро. Ну что за книга? Что-то так. Ну да, Капком не стала придерживаться оригинальных. Да, козлы. Рогатые. Совсем зазвездились. Хотя Elden Ring 4 штуки стоил. Но даже Elden Ring дешевле. Так в Elden Ring геймплея на, не знаю, 50 часов, 100 часов. А в резике, даже если читать все тексты и углы рассматривать, но я уверен, не больше 15 часов. И чё по распродаже сколько стоит 4-й резидент? Не 5000, а 4900? Да ну, на резик распродажа не распространяется. Есть на старые части резика. Ну понятно, на старые есть, а на новые зачем им скидывать? Начальник, поставь, пожалуйста, лайк. Все части и 8 тоже. На все части. Так у меня все резики есть.
This must be Serona's
Кроме
box of
третьего, ой, блядь, четвертого ремейка, который не вышел. Точнее, у меня есть четвертый, пятый, шестой,
Serona will be glad to have this back.
восьмой и четвертый, пятый, шестой, восьмой, третий ремейк. А второй пиратский есть. Второй ремейк. Седьмой пиратский есть. Нафига его
I should find
покупать?
Mrs. Sprottle. She'll be glad to get these hawk lumps.
Revelio.
Да, разота, конечно, капком. В Хогвартс пиратка где качал? На сайте Хатап. Хатап.ру или что там обычно самые нормальные репаки, без вирусов, стабильные, рабочие. Так что можешь приобщиться. Но игра на любителя. На любителя получать пиздюлей. И любителя несбалансированных игр. Я не знаю, зачем тут броня. Вот я то в начале игры броню пробивали и убивали с 3 ударов, что вот середина уже игры. Броню пробивают, убивают с 3 ударов. А аптечки, то в начале игры 3 аптечки жизнь дают. Полную. То сейчас. Чё? Вот я типа РПГ качаюсь. Ну, демаг, может, чуть поднялся, да, но защита не изменилась, несмотря на шмотки. Баланса, короче, тут не живет. Может, конечно, в лицензии там они баланс поправили, но тут, конечно, им и не пахнет.
Hello, Mrs. Sprottle. I have good news. I was able to harvest some hawk lumps for you, and I found Serona's box of letters.
Oh, thank you. How wonderful. The travelling vendors will be thrilled to replenish their stock of Wiggenweld potion. And Serona will be delighted to have those letters. How kind of you. Now you be careful heading back to Hogsmeade.
I should take this box of letters to Serona. She'll be glad to have it back. Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
Taking down that troll.
Lumos. Hello, Serona. I have good news. I was able to provide your friend Mrs. Sprottle with some hawk lumps for her Wiggenweld potion, and I found your box of letters.
Oh, thank you. I knew you were the one to ask.
I'm glad I could be of help. Mrs. Sprottle sends her best.
Don't know what I'd have done without her and Aidan. Thank you, again, for helping her. And for returning this box of letters. It's nice to reflect on good memories.
I wish I had the courage to go into the forest.
На сегодня все. Спасибо, что смотрели. Ставьте лайки, подписывайтесь, пишите комментарии, нажимайте на колокольчик, чтобы не пропустить видео. До новых встреч. Пока-пока.